Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're
Fantastic.
back.
Back. Hopefully better than ever.
We're back. Voldemort's back. Vegas, baby.
Ah, yikes.
I'll be real with you. Is another,
Womp
like,
womp.
yeah. To be fair, it was,
Terrible. It made me very
yeah.
mad. And actually, okay, pause. Today made me mad. The
Mm.
cup series made me mad. I was partying all through. Actually, so I'm not a partier, but I was having a grand old time during the whole Craftsman race.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. It's time.
Yeah. We, missed it because of some tornadoes. Tornadoes. We started it, and then there was a rain delay, and then we were getting like tornado warnings and all that stuff. And so I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
was in an
we should go to
active
the basement.
tornado warning, and I was like, I don't. Actually, exactly what happened was like, I was like, okay, well, if I hear like the city ones, the where I live, if I hear those, like, I'll go downstairs. I never heard them, and then later I get on Facebook and it's like, oh, they were broken, and I was like, oh,
Oh my!
right.
Wow.
On Facebook, they're like, hey, for some reason it's not working, so like, go to your basement's shelter or whatever. And I like didn't get on Facebook because I was watching the race. And then I
Yeah.
get on Facebook like after the race, and I was like, oops, here I am,
Wow.
chilling next to a big glass window because living room things, and yeah. And then it's like, but then they updated it later, wow, saying something about like, um, there was somebody there who could do it manually at that point. Like they
Interesting.
couldn't send the signal to turn them on, but they could
Yeah.
have somebody there to do it manually. I don't know. I was very confused, but I was watching
That's messed up.
the truck race, so like I lived.
We ended up being sandwiched between two actual touchdown tornadoes. Like, um, I guess there was one in like Union or something, maybe. That was like maybe it didn't touch down, but it was like radar indicated, and we were like, oh man, that's like right near us, like south of us. And then there was one over top of us for like the longest time, and it was just like moving this way. We are sandwiched between like tornadoes, like either radar confirmed with like debris and stuff or whatever. And then they got just a little bit past us, and one touched down near where a coworker of Trent's lives and like his school and stuff. We're like, oh my god. And there was one north, and so then they're heading towards my sister in actual St. Louis, and then there was like a confirmed one like 15 minutes south of her that
Oh my
ended up
goodness. I
that
know my
moved further down and then ended up like tearing up a town where we used to live. Like,
my my mom and my dad were supposed to go visit some of our family down south in Poplar Bluff like
mm,
Saturday, and so all this happened Friday night, and so because they were gonna do like a benefit dinner for one of my cousins who's like their business caught on fire and it was a total
mm,
loss. So they were gonna do a benefit dinner to like raise money to build back their business.
mm.
Well, my parents were gonna go down and like go to the benefit dinner or whatever, and then all this happens, and then Saturday they obviously like they canceled the benefit dinner, and we're like, yeah, we're not going to do that. Like, the community needs more help than, we do at this point.
Yeah.
But it was so cool because they were going to do, like, a spaghetti dinner for their benefit dinner. And they
Mm.
still made all the food and then they just gave it all out to first responders.
Oh, that's
I was
cool.
like, that's so sneaking awesome because they were going to, like, charge people however much a plate for said dinner to be able to, like, build
Yeah.
back their business. And they didn't. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, they got hit pretty hard down around there. It's
Mm-hmm.
wild. There's like all over the place. There was one in Rolla, which is way like
I
west of
used to
here.
lose.
But anyway, yeah, so we missed the truck race because we were down in the basement for like an hour with our kids, like sandwiched between tornadoes. And our kids, like, I didn't want to scare the little one wouldn't know, but the oldest one would know, and he would freak out and cry. So we were like, try not to tell him there is a tornado like near us. We were
Yeah.
like, we need to listen because it's important, blah blah, like all but saying there's a
Yeah.
tornado coming, and he just didn't grasp that he needed to just shut up. And
They never
so we
do.
were like max stressed, and we just played a video game after instead of watching anything. So we're like, I need to decompress.
That's valid. Yeah, I watched the whole race through all of the dang rain delays and everything. And I was just like, this brings back so many memories. So
Yeah.
that's very much
Yeah.
how it was when I went.
We didn't even get to watch it when we wanted to the next day because it didn't record because the rain delays
Ah,
caused it so much like to go over,
bummer.org.
and we
That's
didn't record the
terrible.
thing that was supposed to come on after, so we
Mm,
missed the whole thing.
rookie mistake.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. But we
Rookie
watched
mistake.
Xfinity, and it was mid. It's a good, clean race. Everybody raced each other
Ooh,
well.
that
I
was
want somebody to
so
punch somebody.
fun. And so much fun. I
It's
was
just
bored.
wild to me because a couple years ago, Xfinity was like more fun to watch. I felt like
I'm so
over.
thrilled. Yeah, for real. Even last year, we were so thrilled throughout the entirety of the Xfinity race. I was playing on my phone because I could not be bothered. I could
Mm.
not tell you a single thing that happened. If I'm being, I know who won, but it was just boring. Like I was
Yeah,
so unentertained.
I only took a couple notes, and they were like not even barely race related. Like Sawalich immediately causing caution like the first lap or whatever.
Of course.
Rep. And then poor little old Josh Williams, man.
Oh, I know. Oh,
Poor man.
hold on. I do have something to say. Because
She's
tell
got
me
numbers.
why, in my noggin, tell me why stinking Jamie, what's her last name? Little? Jamie
Little.
Little? Girl. Either educate your darn self or get the heck off my television. Because, here's the thing. The entirety of the race, like, Josh Williams gets out of his car, stage one. The entirety of the rest of the race, she's referring to the man in Josh Williams' car as Josh Williams. We all
Mm,
know that's Ty Dillon. Where were you?
mm.
You know what's happening. Whoa, the whole time I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, shut up. You're not. And she's giving statistics on Josh Williams. That's irrelevant right now.
Mm.
He's not in the darn car. Shut
Yeah.
up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I wonder if
Oh.
it's her or if it's like the person in her ear like didn't pay attention, you know?
Well, then she should have been like, hey,
Either way.
dog, that's not who that is. Shut up.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, poor
Drove me
him.
nuts. For real. Poor baby. That
He
really
like couldn't get
sucks.
air or something. He couldn't
No,
take a
yeah,
good
and
breath or
as
something.
soon as, well, apparently he's been sick since Talladega, which is crazy, because that's like forever. Makes you think it's like
Yeah.
pneumonia or something.
I remember it
Mm.
was last weekend or the weekend before he was
He's had a
really,
rough,
really sick too.
yeah, a rough few weeks.
Props to
Apparently he
him
got
for even
sick in
trying.
Talladega. I know, for real. But that's gotta be rough too, because he's got like a young, like a 1 year old or so.
Yeah.
I actually
He
followed
parked it.
his, yeah,
He parked it, but it wasn't a
I followed his wife on TikTok before I even got into NASCAR, and I was like, oh, okay, pop off, Kate. But
Yeah.
that's
Okay, here's my
crazy.
rant for that
All right,
race.
give me a
If
rant.
they don't leave this poor little Parker Retzlaff
Oh
alone,
my gosh, for real. Like, we get it. He's petite. I don't even know
we
what
get
his
it.
diet is, dog. That's not their deal.
They're like, bro, he used to only weigh 110. I'm like, that's not
Okay,
something I would want on the TV as a
and like,
man.
at that, like, so what? Don't you think, like, he has less weight for his car to travel? Like, that should be an
Yeah.
advantage. Take it.
The only thing I can think of is he doesn't have any cushion if he gets in a wreck. Like, he just
Man.
snap.
I don't think, and they showed it like 4 or 5 times. Like, it
I
cannot be that
know. I
relevant.
know.
It cannot. It
They
cannot be
showed
that
us
serious.
how much weight he's gained, his like strategy to bulk up, his
His
favorite meals. I'm
diet,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, leave the
Okay,
kid alone.
he has a stretching routine every morning. Like, okay, and
Oh, that's just I would be so mortified. Like, just shut up.
I mean, at the same time though, like, is it giving him more? Because, like, honestly, if they weren't doing that every 15 minutes, my brain would have no idea like who that cat was. Like, in all
Yeah.
reality, like,
Well,
he's
that's the
not
thing.
somebody that's on my radar.
Yeah. So why do we need to know how much he weighs and what his favorite meal is
I
to
don't know,
eat
like,
after a race?
unless
Like,
he's
nobody cares.
breaking like Guinness World Records of being like the smallest NASCAR driver ever or something. Like, they're all little.
Yeah. Yeah.
All of them. I mean, go to the cup race and tell me that like all of them aren't petite.
Yeah.
All
I
is a
know.
stretch, but you know.
I'm more interested in the big people, like, because that's funny seeing them get in their little
Yeah,
cars and
looking like a little clown.
yeah.
Austin Dillon looking like a clown.
Just
But you know
that's
how to try
just
hard for that one.
I was gonna say that's just his life. Oh man, that
Respectfully, of course.
and then how crazy it was that with like 9 laps to go, I wrote down the third place person was 10 whole seconds behind
Yeah,
second place car, and there were
crazy.
only 10 cars on the lead lap period at the end. That's
I mean,
wild
that's
to
pretty much
me.
how today went too.
Yeah, yeah, it was wild. It was yeah, it
Insanity.
wasn't as extreme, but it was like
Oh,
yeah, okay.
today just ticked me off. Hardcore parkour.
Pop off. That should be
Ooh,
our logo, our thing.
your
Pop
slogan.
off.
Pop off.
Pop
Oh.
off, queen. Uh,
I don't know. Today I was trying so hard to like keep my composure because my aunt and uncle were here and I'm not trying to like look like an absolute buffoon like I typically would, like screaming at my TV. There's a difference when you have people in your house. You know,
yeah.
like do I scream at my TV? Absolutely. Not when I
Do
have
I
people in the
want
house.
people to know?
No. I'm sure my neighbors are looking at my house like NASCAR must be on.
Yeah.
Literally me last year sitting on my porch swing screaming at my iPad.
Yeah.
Just,
Wow.
the talk of the town.
Happens.
No, today was insane. Um, Christopher Bell, best count his days because whew, mm,
Because you
Blaney
wrecked
was
your
doing
boy.
it so good. He went from
Yeah.
dead last to P5. And Christopher Bell's at
Yeah. I did
rude.
watch towards the end. Blaney admitted it might be his fault because he didn't know there were 2 cars above him.
Blaney says that
So,
when no matter what. Because Blaney is just a nice guy. And then even in the same interview, though, he said, "Well, maybe Christopher Bell, blah blah blah." Yeah, yes, it was one. I
yeah.
was screaming on my TV at that point because I was like, "It's not your fault." I was
Yeah.
so sad. And then I was like, "Okay, it's fine because Tyler Reddick's in P1 now. Like we got this." And then Hobie's like, "Pit."
Yeah.
Dude,
It was a rough day for our faves.
there
Um,
was. I literally remember telling my uncle at one point today. I was like, "I'd be cool if top like 13 at this point ate a wall." Like, I'm so ugh. Gross.
yeah. I didn't
It's
care
like
about anybody today that
no
got up
offense
there.
to Mr. Josh Berry. I just don't know who the frick you are. Well, okay. Apparently, it's only his second year in NASCAR, and today was his first win. So like, it makes sense why he's not. Well, okay, second year in Cup. I
Yeah.
don't know about in NASCAR, so let me not say that.
Yeah.
Second year in Cup, and um, he's just not on my radar. This is his first ever Cup win. I know that, but like,
Yeah.
I
Oops.
don't.
Edit.
Like I don't know. There was nothing like to me. There's nothing impressive about his driving.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those things where like the top, however many guys with you know didn't get taken out when Blaney got taken out. Like it wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Like
Also,
that
there's a
was
lot of weird things going on with tires today, or
yeah.
like speeding in the on pit road because like
Seemed like
Denny
everybody
was
and
way
their
at the back
mom went.
forever. Bush, we all know what happened with that. That was wild. SVG, gosh dang, that dude cannot catch a break today.
He's another one of my boys, and I was crying. I was like, no.
Like what was going on? Like
I
is
know,
he just
and then I was like,
unlucky?
I was getting so hyped because I was like, okay, Hocefire's killing it right now. Like, yeah, yeah. And then he's just like, doom, doom. I was like, I need to shut
Yeah.
up.
Hmm.
Terrible. It was tragic.
Yep.
It was truly tragic.
That's how I felt watching Noah today. Like he got all the way up to fifth at one
He
point,
did
and I was like,
great.
because like I had him picked to be like third overall today. Like
Mm.
by the end.
Blaney was my number one overall, and it would have happened if stupid Christopher Bell.
I don't think anything happened to Noah to get. I mean, later something did, but when he was in fifth, he was just getting.
Rip.
Yeah, he was just getting. He's getting passed, unfortunately, and then yeah, at one point, then he lost a tire or something, crashed in the wall, out of the race.
Everybody
I'm
was
like,
losing tires.
yeah,
Ooh, I
what
just
is
gotta
going
chill.
on?
I don't know. Something makes me wonder if like were these different tires? Were these different lug nuts or whatever you want to call them? Like what has changed? What
Yeah,
or is the
weird.
track so weird in Vegas that something is happening so strangely with the tires?
Mm,
Because like there were more whatever you want to call it, loose tires than I have ever seen in a
yeah, it
singular
was at least
NASCAR
3 or
race.
something.
3, if not 4. I mean, SPG had 2 issues with tires himself.
Yeah, I just mean of them coming off,
Yeah. I
like
mean, and
totally just
Kyle
popping off.
Busch's, like, came
Yeah,
apart.
that was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy. And
Well, that's like,
then
and also, I just remembered how irritated I got yesterday. Yesterday, in the Xfinity race, Jesse Love got stupid penalties for stupid crap. Because NASCAR has a rule state, which I'm very interested to see how they're going to, like, claim he fricked up. Because they typically NASCAR says that if you have like an open pit box next to you, you can utilize it.
hmm,
And so Jesse Love had like a tire in the open pit box next to him, and
hmm,
they penalized him for having like a loose tire or an uncontrolled tire, uncontrolled equipment or something like that. And it was just like, hmm. And I have never in my life heard Jesse Love get mad, like Blaney mad on the radio.
hmm,
But
hmm,
ooh, yesterday I was like, oh, okay,
hmm.
okay, somebody's popping off for real. He was
Yeah,
big mad, which like understandably
yeah, that's
so
interesting.
because he did not deserve that penalty. But
Well, yeah, and then you have a situation like today where Christopher Bell didn't even use his own pit box, used somebody else's.
yeah,
So it's like, I don't know. So I have thoughts on that. I don't blame him for doing that. Like, smart, quick thinking move. Anybody would have done that if they had thought of it, Nobody can be mad. But I do think they're going to have to make a rule about it because I think it sets like a bad precedent or whatever to like abuse that rule
well, and
in the future.
also at that, if you're in like the first pit box, or I guess technically the last pit box to exit, like
Mhm.
you don't have that advantage because there's no longer a pit
Mhm.
box. Like there's nothing that you can.
Mhm.
There's
Well, yeah, and
not
if your
one.
pit box is in a really like trafficy spot and your teammates is the last one, you'd be like, "Oh, I missed mine," and then like go to your
Mhm.
teammates, and then like, "Oh, I have a penalty, but now I have 4 new tires," and like
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't like that at all.
I don't
I
blame him.
get.
I don't think it was like super sneaky or wrong of them to do. Like I get it. It's a smart move if there's no rule against it, but I think it would be unwise of NASCAR to not make a rule for it because it could definitely be.
Well, and it could just be dangerous in general. Like
Yeah.
stopping and in somebody's pit box that is not yours. Like
Mhm.
that's you never know when said person is going to come to their pit box. Like, and if you're in their way, then what?
Right.
That's not cool.
Yeah, because if you're gonna do it, you're not gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this or let's do this. Like nobody's gonna have very much notice if you
Yeah,
just
it's not
decided
going
to
to
do
be
that.
like a scheduled thing.
Right.
It's going to be a spur of the moment. Oh, something's wrong. Let's fix
Right.
this. And at that, like you're penalizing people for using their own pit boxes, and I don't think that that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It
But at the
was.
same time, it's like I understand it because had he gone out the way he did, like he would have lost tires and that would have been dangerous as well. So it's really like a
Right.
catch. What is it? Catch 22. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
That's a difficult one.
Yeah. Don't blame him. Not mad about it. Heads up move, but also
I'm mad
don't do
about
it
it
again.
just because it's Christopher Bell. So
Oh, baby Bale, my baby back Bale.
yuck.
I told Trent, I think he's got like a baby face, and that's why I want to be like, oh. But then I wonder if he uses that to his advantage to like be a sneaky jerk, and then be like, I didn't mean to, you know?
That's
I
how
did
he
the
comes off.
baby.
He comes off so smug to me. Like he
Mm,
knows he's doing something stupid, but like, ugh. And also today, like I don't know, something about him today just like ticked me off to an even further extent because like I understand you have wins in a row, like you're wanting to go for four, but like the aggression was unnecessary. The amount of like four wide, extremely unnecessary. Like there's no reason for that. And also like at that point they were still 20 plus laps out from the fit. Like that's
yeah.
not, you don't need to be doing it then.
Mm. Yeah, it was crazy how many times I noticed it got like 3 or 4 wide. I was like, whoo, and then I don't know. Props to everybody for doing good, not crashing out. But I was like, mm.
Hey, Hosa finished the race today, and we love that.
Guys,
We'll count that
they
as a win.
they missed the biggest opportunity to put the Backstreet Boys or whatever it was on his car.
We should have.
I mean, I'm sure that's planned out way in advance, but
I
also,
was gonna say I heard there was a boy band car coming.
yeah, it was today. I don't remember whose it
Was
was,
it?
but it was
Oh,
today.
then it probably wasn't
Yeah.
worth
I know.
anything.
They were like, "Oh, this car paint scheme, such a big deal." And then like they talked about it one time. Anyway, well, that's there wasn't much going on
Why would
today,
you
which
give John Hunter D the Backstreet Boys?
I think cuz he's so
Old
young.
enough
He's
to
pretty
be with?
young.
Are they? Is he? Am I
I
thinking of
thought
the
he
wrong
was.
guy?
Maybe not.
Oh, I am totes thinking of the
He's
wrong guy.
27.
Oh well, literally my age. Hey, but okay, but in all fairness, there it would have made more sense to give that to somebody else because like Backstreet Boys
They're old.
technically, yeah, but like that's technically before my time. And if he's 27, like I'm 27, and like I know Backstreet Boys, but my sisters are also 8 and 12 years older than me, and that's why I know Backstreet Boys.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I want
They're definitely more my age group of people, but I never listened to them growing up, so I
Were you a
could not
Milli
care
Vanilli
less.
girl?
My
I
parents
love
weren't into
Milli
it.
Vanilli.
My parents are from Alabama, so we are like straight up country or Christian music, period. That's it. And then
Valid.
I'd go to my friend's house, and they had like all the toys and the like, whichever band was the one that did the little marionette things, and she had all the stuff, and she's like, "You don't know who these people are," and I was like, "No."
Marionette.
Do you know Martina McBride? Those were
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
"Do you know who Sarah Evans is?"
The clothes in the
uh,
bucket and the blood.
two types of people. Two types of people.
See, I was that awkward kid in school who knew things that like didn't make sense for my age group to know. Like
Mm.
I was like a, freshman in high school being like, "Oh yeah, like Milli Vanilli." Like I was
Mm.
quoting like "Blame It on the Rain" like all the time. People are like, "What are you
Because
talking
she's
about?"
had older siblings.
Yeah, because my sisters are 8 and 12 years older than me. So like literally the year that I started kindergarten, my oldest sister was graduating high school the same year. So it's
Yeah.
like we are not the same.
Yeah. Can't relate. I'm the oldest, so
And my other sister was a freshman that year. So it's like
so you're the
I was
cool.
I was practically raised an only child due to that like age gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing made sense. Nothing ever made sense.
I'm like, how does she know that?
Yeah. Or my teachers would be like, "That's like my generation." I'm like, "Yeah, dog, I know. I'm aware. I see you."
That's funny. But
Especially when
yeah.
you're in like your sociology class and you're quoting like lines from the movie Nell. People are like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, nothing, nothing at all. No, it's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about sweetheart. It's the split. All right. Anyway.
I say that all the time. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Anyway. Yeah. Today it was. I'm glad everybody raced clean. Ugh, but I'm about sick of it.
I
So.
am curious to see uh, if Eric Jones is okay because he was not like after the crash with Blaney, like he hit Blaney hard. And it looked like he hit him with his door. Like it looked like Eric hit Blaney, like with Eric's
Mm.
score.
Yeah, yeah.
And last year he was out of his car for like 6 weeks or so when Corey Haim filled in because he had some type of like fractured spine or something.
Yikes.
But
Oh yeah, I remember
when
that vaguely.
but when Blaney, like they said, he was checked out by the medics or whatever, and he was, clear, good to go. But even after his interview, like he looked stiff, like
Yeah, well, Jamie Lynn
like
was
the
like,
way
"Are
he
you okay?"
turned,
And he
he
was
was
like,
like
"Yeah,
he turned and he wouldn't move
yeah,
his neck. I was like, oh, homie's hurt.
yeah,
But I am curious to see like if there's any type of like report on that because he didn't go to the like he wasn't out, like he was still
yeah."
racing at that time, and he had a spinal cord injury last year, so it does make me wonder. Like I
Let's
haven't
check.
seen anything as of yet, but that could also be released Wednesday when they do all the penalties and stuff. If for whatever reason he's put on, I don't understand. I don't know if NASCAR calls it like an injured roster or whatever. It's like they do in
Yeah, I don't know.
football or injury report. I don't know what the terminology is NASCAR world, but
Yeah,
I am
I don't
curious.
see, I don't see anything on X, but that doesn't mean it's not out there. I just don't see it.
Cause
Yeah,
like that was a hard hit, and you could tell it was
yeah,
a hard hit from like Blaney's driver cam. Like that looked
yeah,
roughy.
yeah. They kept showing it. They're like, "Man, he
Yeah.
got hit hard."
And every time I would play, I'm
My
like, terrible. Yeah.
baby.
This is the worst. I was
That's
so
funny.
mad. I literally just like flopped on my couch. I was like,
Ah!
that hurts.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty. That
Terrible.
sucked. Rip him.
I know.
It's probably the wrong time
No,
to text you that when I.
that's what you immediately. I look at my son at rip. I was like, okay.
I started
Planned like
dying.
that.
I texted it to you, and then all I get back for a second is, "You know what?" I was like, "Oh God, what's she about to say?" Oh, that was funny. That's all right. I got mines later on.
I was gonna say it immediately after. No racing crashes. Rip.
Yep. Yep.
It was literally.
Yup.
I was standing up talking to my uncle, and I look at the TV, and there goes no Greg's. I was like, "Where's my phone? I gotta text Katie."
Yeah.
Rip.
So sad. I wanted him to do well in his hometown, but he's cursed or something.
Rip.
I mean, what is that? 4 out of 5. I don't even know if he's finished.
Rough scheme. I didn't realize
I
he's
don't
been in
even.
the game that long. That's crazy. Oh, let's talk about Daniel Suarez's interview with
Oh,
his
yes.
little
Where
whatever that was podcast. I don't know if it was a podcast, if it was an interview. I don't know what it was, but
he's talking about Catherine Legg.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wish I wrote down what he said, but he basically said,
It's
I
in
told
our.
her I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at NASCAR for letting her
Mm,
race. But it's fair. He's so right. And we basically said the same thing. He's so right. It's not fair to her. It's not fair to the other drivers who race full time, like him, who get wrecked out because some noob came.
also, I don't care about Daniel Suarez to be so for real. However, common. Um, I do think he has a solid point, and I think it's brave of him to say something
Yeah.
like that. Like, and you could tell
Yeah.
like that was an interview he was doing like in his trailer during the race because homie was quite literally like didn't have
Oh,
a shirt
there's
on and was zipping his pants.
yeah, there's that one, and then there's one I put in our stories today too, where somebody was talking to him like in a booth
Oh,
somewhere.
really? I'm not
Hmm
sure if I saw that one.
He
Grant,
said
I'm
that he said that Catherine reached out to him like multiple times.
really
Yeah, and
like
then
to
he finally,
apologize.
I don't know, but he finally was like, I. He just was telling her like, I'm not mad at you, but there needs to be more that NASCAR does before they just let people in. He's like for me, it wouldn't be fair if I decided I'm just going to jump into a Formula 1 car. He's like, I'm a
Yeah,
decent enough
absolutely.
racer. I could maybe do it, but that's not fair to the other competitors or,
Mhm.
to just
No,
like jump
absolutely. I
in
mean,
and
you're putting them in jeopardy. Like
yeah.
that's not
Well, and like
okay.
I think he all but said like it makes a joke of the sport if you just let anybody in just because.
Absolutely.
And he was saying he's part of the diversity because he's Hispanic, and he's all
Hmm.
for African American people and Hispanic people and women to be in the race, but it has to be done the right way.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
he didn't say she has to earn it, but like,
Also,
yeah, she has to earn it.
did you know that Kyle Larson is also part of the diverse? Well, I can't remember what it's actually called. Actually, you sent me the thing that told me that Kyle
I
Larson's
don't
part of
remember,
the
but
diversity thing in whatever. That like graphy thing that Trent found that you sent
mm.
me.
Oh.
The
Yes. Where it's the like the spreadsheet
the
thing.
nepotism,
Yes. I was gonna
Wow.
talk about that. I was like, let's see who.
Yeah, he's part of the What's it called? Now it's gonna bother me if I can't think
I
what it's
don't even
called.
see him on there. Uh, Early career funded by NASCAR Drive for Diversity. Trent take is he's Japanese, half Japanese, so that he is part of the diversity thing.
Diversity makes
So
sense.
what you're talking about is a graph that Trenton found somewhere on the interwebs, and it lists like all the drivers in Cup
All cup drivers, yeah.
and like interesting info. Like there's no
Their nepotism, or if they
yeah,
have
basically.
like
So
their
like
start in NASCAR.
yeah, so like Austin Cindric, we already talked about. His father is the president of Team Penske. Austin Dillon, his grandfather, is a team owner of Richard Childress. Brad Keselowski, did not know this, started his NASCAR career at K
I
Automotive,
didn't
owned
know
by
that
his
either.
father.
Which is like
Bubba
a
Wallace, early career funded by NASCAR Drive for Diversity.
makes sense.
Chase Elliott, father is NASCAR Cup Series champion Bill Elliott. Cody Ware, father is team owner Rick Ware. Cole Custer, father is Haas team president Joe Custer. Didn't know that. Daniel Suarez, early career funded by NASCAR Drive for Diversity. John Hunter Nemechek, father is NASCAR Cup Series winner Joe Nemechek. Justin Haley started his career at Braun Motorsports, owned by his uncle. Kyle Busch, older brother Kurt Busch, was the NASCAR Cup Series driver when he made
But
his first
the
NASCAR start.
thing about that, they're only a year apart. So I'm not
Yeah,
really sure that I would consider, like, as much as I don't like Kyle Busch, period, I wouldn't
yeah,
necessarily consider that, like, nepotism because, like,
yeah,
he didn't get in on, like, Kurt's coattails.
yeah. That's how I feel too. Like that's a weird one. Which they
Yeah,
like rank it with like green, blue, yellow, red, and that one's yellow. But
yeah.
like, yeah, just because Kurt did it for a short time and then Kyle jumped in, like I don't care. But also because Kyle has proved he's
Like,
his
he's there
worth.
for a reason.
Yeah,
However,
he
on that, Corey
he's not
Heim
a
is
Dylan
now,
brother.
yeah. However, now Corey Heim is the youngest, most decorated NASCAR driver, 2 years
Mm,
younger than Kyle Busch at that time, and Kyle Busch is like the next. So,
correct.
Heim time.
I'm time. How old is he?
20. Corey Heim, I think he's 22.
We couldn't remember. We were talking about it
I'm pretty
earlier.
sure. And
Let's
he
see.
has technically 13 wins in
Mm,
his NASCAR career, but one of them is from a technicality from,
yeah,
what was that, Parker Klickerman or whatever? Is that who it was?
yeah.
The
I don't
inspection
remember.
fail,
So
the
yeah,
post race
yeah,
inspection fail, where he placed second. Um, yeah,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's 22.
This one is interesting. Ryan Blaney, father is NASCAR Xfinity Series winner Dave Blaney. Like, okay, first of all, we can't
He
just
is
call
22.
anything nepotism just because somebody's related to the sport in a way.
However, though, technically that is nepotism because of the way that Ryan Blaney got his start.
Mm, see, I don't
Because
know.
Ryan Blaney was at the track with his dad, and I want to say Mr. Penske himself. Don't quote me on that. I don't know who the third party was, but it was like somebody in the. I want to say it was Mr. Penske. But they had they put Ryan Blaney's dad in the car. You know, he went around the lap, whatever, did his time, and then the other dude did his time. And I want to, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's Mr. Penske. And then Ryan told them that he wanted to give it a try, and so he did, and he ended up like on used tires faster than either of the
Hmm.
two. So then that's when Mr. Penske made the call and told
Hmm.
NASCAR that he wanted another charter for
Yeah.
Ford, so that way he could get Ryan in a car. So technically, that is nepotism due to the fact that he wouldn't have been there had his dad not been in.
Yeah. I guess that's fair. And then the last couple ones are Ty Dillon, grandfather, team owner Richard Childress. Ty Gibbs, grandfather, team owner Joe Gibbs. Tyler Reddick, didn't know this. Early NASCAR career featured some sponsorships by BBR Records, founded by his grandfather,
Yeah, I
Benny
didn't.
Brown.
That's one of those
Because
things, though, that
somebody in his family with money sponsored him. That's not,
I know
you know.
that's one of those things where I feel
Yeah.
like that is more so like sponsorship nepotism, and like that's not NASCAR nepotism. That's
Yeah.
But I will
William
say,
Byron.
speaking on, oh, sorry,
I was just going to say
speaking,
this last one.
yeah,
William Byron, father owned financial management company that does business with longtime sponsor Liberty University. Once
okay, and
again,
that's
who
another
cares?
one that's just like that's sponsorship nepotism. But I will say, in the case of Ryan Blaney, even though technically that is nepotism, that was earned nepotism. That wasn't like a,
Because he did well with it.
yeah, that wasn't like
He didn't
a
just get it
Dylan
like,
brother.
they
Here you
suck so bad
go.
though. Yeah,
That
they
was
suck.
a, he earned it while they were impressed, like, because he was 15. You're gonna tell me that
Oh wow.
just because, one of your racers, just because Kyle Larson's son, who is now 15 and coming to the track with him, if he sucks booty, he's not gonna get a car. Like, it's just not gonna
Yeah.
happen like that. He earned it. Yes, it's nepotism
Hmm.
due to his dad for being there. It was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the opportunity, but he earned the seat.
Yeah.
Personal opinion, but I
Yeah.
think it's valid.
I don't
So,
know how I feel about nepotism stuff, just like in general. Like, people hate on all Nepo babies, like,
yeah.
even celebrity Nepo babies. Like, somebody's famous's daughter will go out to, like, a fancy restaurant and they'll be like, Nepo babies, blah, blah, blah. Part of me, I saw somebody say this, and I was like, that's a good point. It's like, their parents worked their butt off to get famous or get to a point in a career. So why would they not let their children have some of the benefits of that? Like,
That's one thing that I do appreciate about Shaq so much. This is so random, but Shaq has a saying that says something to the effect of no cheese without 2 degrees. He won't give his kids any money other than paying for their school unless
mm,
they have 2 degrees.
yeah. Yeah, I mean that
Like he
if
doesn't
it's one
allow
thing
them to
if
just like feed off of him. Like he
right.
wants them to earn it, but after that, like,
Yeah.
you know.
It's one thing to be a nepo baby and just get everything handed to you like Kim, this is totally not NASCAR related, but like Kim Kardashian's daughter getting to be the lead singer of the Lion King play and she sucks. Like, I know she's a kid and it was a kids
Yeah.
play, but it was like a big deal and she was just not good. Like, there's that, and then there's people who, like we are just talking about, are technically
Yeah.
nepo babies,
I
but
think
they
there's a
do
difference
well with it.
between parents who expect a way for their kids because of
Mm,
who they are, and a parent who will do what they can to get their child an opportunity.
yeah,
And I appreciate the parents who do what they can to get their kids an opportunity rather than just being like, hey, I'm Kim
just giving it to them.
Kardashian,
Hmm.
hand it
Yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. That's fair. Like, if you're gonna get something handed to you because you're a nepo kid, like, you've gotta do well with it. Like, it's really interesting right now with Ty Gibbs. Like, you want to be like, nepo baby, but he did really really well in Xfinity. We were just talking about
Can't
this
stand
today, Trent and I,
him with his
and
rent a
now he's.
girlfriends. Good lord.
What'd you say?
Him and his rent a girlfriends. He always has the two monster girls, and I cannot for the life of me, I'm like, they don't want
Oh,
to be there. They don't.
yeah.
They always look miserable.
Yeah, Trent even said that. He's like, "How much do you feel to be those girls where they're like, put on these bikinis and go stand by this
Yeah,
car?"
put
Like,
all these like ratchet little outfits, and then at that, go stand next to somebody who looks like Phil from Rugrats. Like, come on.
yeah.
It's
I know, it would be weird to
terrible.
stand next to
How
this little tiny baby
awkward.
boy. Yeah.
And like, have you ever noticed that when they're doing the national anthem and stuff, they'll stand like 4 feet back from him? They don't want him to look this big, and he is.
Yeah.
They do all they can to keep him like not looking
Yeah.
2 feet tall.
Although, is it the team people or is it monsters? Like, no, this is part of our
What other monster
advertisement
person
package.
has rent a girlfriends
Yeah,
though?
that's true. That's fair.
Maybe it's because he doesn't have a girlfriend for himself. That's one thing that I'm curious about though. Like, if he ever gets, okay, hopefully he gets married if that's something, his little heart's desire. But if he does, like, is he still gonna have his rent a girlfriends, or is it gonna be like
Yeah.
they're gonna let him? Like, are they gonna make that continue, or
Yeah.
is that a his choice? I want to know, like, who decided we need
I
the
I
monster
do feel like I've
cheerleaders?
seen him with Tyler Reddick before, once or twice, and I was like,
Really?
that's
That
awkward.
makes me feel icky.
Yeah.
Not a
Yeah,
fan.
that's what makes me think it's like a monster thing, because I do feel like I remember that like a year or two ago. They were
Well, then
with
why
Tyler
aren't they
Reddick. I was
with
like,
Brittany Force on? I don't ever see them with Brittany Force.
who?
She, she's a drag racer, but her biggest sponsor is
Okay.
Monster.
Mm.
They're not with Brittany Force.
Couldn't tell you.
Shady.
Couldn't tell you.
Going to the drag races this year again, and I'm very excited about it.
Yeah,
I
that'll be
just I
fun.
don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand. I now I want to Google. Let's Google the history of the monster rent a girlfriend. I don't know what to call them. Are they cheerleaders? Are they? They're not folk swimming because they ain't speaking. Like, what are they?
Walking billboard.
Yeah.
Human walking billboards.
What if I just Google Ty Gibbs rent a girlfriend? Let's see what happens.
Trent, what? What, Trent? He has no idea. Oh, you have no idea, or you? I have no idea. JK.
No, it's literally like the third thing Googled when Googling Ty Gibbs. Oh, okay. See, images.
Mm,
Why? No, and see, he is a shorty McShort.
yeah.
Hate to see it. But why? That is what I want to know. I don't actually care to see them. I want to know why they're there.
I have a better question. Is it the same girls every time? Do they travel with a team? Or do they just, wherever city they're in, Monster's like, hey, audition to be a Monster Energy girl at the
Hmm.
race this day? That's what I want to know. Because,
You want to know what's disgusting?
what?
They have a blonde, a brunette, and a redhead.
They gotta have diversity.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
And I'm curious at that. If he gets a girlfriend or wife or whatever, does she automatically get to become a monster girl?
That would be great. Okay, so the T on Elliot, I haven't looked into a lot, but it looks like they
Ooh.
only just got married. NASCAR rumors: fans bury Chase Elliott's latest love connection with evidence suggesting the end of his short-lived relationship. Ooh.
Dun dun dun. Okay,
For
yeah, you
instance,
cannot
Danica
tell me
Patrick's
tonight.
high-profile 5-year relationship with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. They were dating.
Yuck. Not Reki. The Reki Spinhouse.
Okay, so I gave a theory about Chase Elliott a minute ago that I shall not be sharing with the public, but then it led me to reading this article. It says Chase Elliott's relationships have always intrigued fans, given his reserved personality off the track. In the past, he was leaked to Kaylee Green, a college student and daughter of former NASCAR driver David Green. Stevenson drew attention. Supposedly it started in 2021. Speculation arose when Ashley deleted several photos of him from her Instagram and briefly made her profile private. The couple appeared
How
to
dare she?
reconcile shortly after, calming the rumors for just a while. But Instagram deleting spree, deleting him from her profile and making her account private again. Nobody's
Oh
commented on
no.
it. This
Probably
was
because
right
no one
before
cares
Coda
because
that
he's a
this
forking
article came out.
potato.
Yeah,
Who actually
but
cares?
it's just interesting, you know? He's not super young. Why does he not have a
You know what
lady
I
in
want to
his
know?
life?
Why
So,
are all people's like all NASCAR people's wives? Well, I shouldn't say all. Let me say most. Like absolute freaking supermodels. For why?
gold diggers.
I know, and that just hurts my heart a little bit because like Ryan Blaney's wife is stunning.
I'm
Like
okay.
scary pretty. Like she's unrealistic pretty.
Well, I don't know who she is, but I'll look it up. I'll say this: the newer ones, wives, are gold diggers. For show. But the older people, maybe not. Like, oh, yeah, okay. It's Justin Allgaier. I don't know why I thought it was somebody with a B. Justin Allgaier's wife is just like a normal person. And also, Dale Jr., I feel like, is an example of his wife isn't a gold digger. She's just really pretty because they're rich. That's, like those things are like, you're not ugly,
Kind of
you're
how I
just
feel
poor.
about. That's kind of how I feel about Kyle Busch's wife. Like, she's very much
Yeah.
plastic.
Yeah.
She has had some work done.
I mean, I can't blame him. If I had a bunch of money, I'd be doing stuff too, baby. But yeah, the young ones, the young girls that are like all models, and then they just happen. You're a NASCAR fan, and you just like
Literally how I feel about, like. Also, can we talk about the fact that, like, all the, like, Jessie Love and who's that other cat? Also Corey Hunt. Corey Hunt does have a girlfriend, but that's not who I'm thinking of. Well, also. But, like, Jessie Love's girlfriend is quite literally, like, he's like 20, 21, and she's like 27.
oh,
Or 26. Something like that. I'm like,
I ain't saying
what are we
she's a
doing here?
gold digger.
She ain't messing with no broke. You love censorship.
Yeah, yeah, that is interesting. Ooh, or Zane Smith's girlfriend. I'm gonna have to find a way to like get pictures of them and pop them up on the podcast for anybody that watches.
Because everybody cares about their.
Actually, it's his wife now. They just got married. But yeah, she also is like, she's one of those people that's like a pretty model. I don't know what she does, but like it's also like I think it's just because she's rich. Like,
Here, let me.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not ugly. You're just poor.
Like,
but it's true. Or like Tyler Reddick's wife. She's just very pretty, but like she's not.
That's Rae and Katie's wife. Can you see it?
Oh wow.
Probably not.
It's pixelated, and I can still tell she's.
But they've been together for like forever. Also, whoever does Brandon Blade's graphics, 10 out of 10. Because, like, that's sick.
Hold on a second. I was closed out. It's like. Yeah, that is cool. That is cool, to be fair.
10 out of 10, Mr. Graphic Person. Or Mrs., whoever.
I think Bubba Wallace's wife is also pretty.
I'm not sure. Pretty
just
sure I
naturally
don't
pretty.
follow him at all.
Oh, I follow him for the tea, Yeah, she's just like a normal person. Also, now I know who she is. She was in somebody's pictures a lot. And I was like, who is this person that's clearly a NASCAR wife, but I can't figure out who she is. Because it was, I went on a deep dive and I figured out who Noah Gregson's girlfriend is, even though he doesn't really talk about her. There's some pictures of her, and like the fan accounts have found her. Anyways, she's a model for the Sherry Hill dressmaker. And so then I went on her Instagram, and she's friends with a lot of NASCAR wives and girlfriends, and they all dress like, they dress like monster girls. There we go. That's what our new terminology will be. And there's one that just dresses like a normal person, and I was like, props to her. I don't know who she is. Props to her. And now that I look it up, I think it's been Bubba Wallace's wife. So
we love
good
Bubba
for
Wallace.
her.
Also, it looks like Chris Buescher's wife looks like a normal girl. She's giving normal.
The normal girls. She's giving normal.
But like, she's pretty. But like.
Yeah, I have to look into more tea, like the Chase Elliott stuff and the wives. That would be fun to talk about. Like,
oh my gosh,
who are the wives?
Like, Real Housewives of NASCAR.
They should make that a show. I would watch that.
I would not. I would hate everything.
I've never really been into much reality TV. Mm-hmm. I tried to get into Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Ew.
What reality TV do I watch? I watch Sister Wives. That's it. Really.
I'm not on that. I watched Big Brother. Does that count? But like, not anymore.
Just one. What'd you say? The worst one. Trin said it's the worst one. It's the best one because there's no boobies
we could
everywhere.
We could be watching Love and Hip Hop. Shut up, Trent. Respectfully.
Yeah. No, I tried to watch
Basketball Wives. No.
Real Housewives of Anywhere, I've never been interested in because they're all like 40 and 50 and they're all like can't move their face. and stupid looking. But if they had real
So
NASCAR
true.
wives or whatever, I would
It
110%.
was like my sister
Because,
used to watch the Bellas, like the what is that? The
yeah.
wrestling girls. Like,
Hmm.
girl, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Get a life.
That only looked interesting because one of them was dating or married to John Cena, I think. And I was like,
Have you
oh,
seen? Okay, since he's gone like bad boy now, like whatever.
yeah, yeah.
He's no longer
With
a
his
good
dark
thing.
hair.
Yeah, I saw. Well, he like turned a heel or whatever the terminology is in wrestling, and
Yeah.
now I saw a meme the other day that cracked me up so hard, and it was one of them said something to the effect of like, well, now that John Cena's a bad guy, I gotta be so brutal with you guys. I could see him the whole time. I cried. Like, oh
I
my
could see.
god.
Oh, that's funny. I had a theory. I think he's the voice of a lot of people on car like commercials, like especially car commercials
Hmm.
or different things. I think he does a lot of voice work for commercials, and I thought, is that because nobody can see him, so he does voice commercials? It's stupid, but I thought that was funny.
Every time I think about his like intro though, my brain doesn't go to like his intro. It goes to that Vine of the kid who was like playing his intro with his nose through the recorders. You know what I'm talking
Yeah. Yes,
like that's where my brain goes.
that's fair. 98% of my inner thoughts are vines and stuff, so.
Same. Is that
Watch
a
your
weed?
profanity. Yes, so, I'm calling the
Call the
police.
police. Go to the microwave. It's
Oh man.
Wednesday, my dudes.
Yes, anytime it's a Wednesday and somebody asks what it is. Always.
Or my
Um
favorite, the potato flew around the
my favorite one is I mean it's like I think it's a quote from Real Housewives, but they just put a filter on it. That's my opinion.
I'm gonna have to watch Vine compilations tonight. The
That's
only
what I
thing
always
that
want
makes
to.
a song.
Yes. That's what I always want to comment to people when I start arguing with people online and like different things. It's just like that's my opinion, but I can never find a like GIF of it or whatever. So I'm like, no one will get it.
That's
Trent,
so
take
funny.
what's your favorite Vine quote?
Ooh, I'm interested.
He's like, there's so many. Oh yeah, free
Free
Shavakadu,
Shabbat.
free Shavakadu.
I just said that.
No, his favorite is hi, welcome to Chili's. That one he's probably seen 1,000 times and it still makes him laugh.
It's so funny.
Hi, welcome to Chili's. Yeah, I have to rewatch them too. Oh, my favorite unhinged ones with bad words are the one where it's like, um, Kyle or Tyler or whatever is like, would you like to read that to the class? And they're like, no. My name's Kyle, I'm 19, never learned how to read. Or
My
the,
baby mom's car.
yes, dude, so many. Or like sometimes if I want to fight Trent, I'll be like, what the is up, Kyle? Come on, what the is up?
It's always cat.
It's just so random.
Or the one where the girl honks. She scares your grandma. Throws the
Yo, the
milk.
milk. Oh, yeah,
Oh, good
good
stuff.
times. Well, anyways, after
This
our rant
was
about Vine,
quite
we may
literally
or may not
like
keep.
practically nothing.
Welcome to Raceway Rant. We talk about
You're
old
gonna have
vines.
so much fun editing this
I know, I know. Rip to me.
one. Right.
No, we should. That's what we should do. We should do research on different wives and cast them in a reality
Okay.
show and why they'd be good. And then maybe NASCAR will pick up the show and we get to be co-creators. Co-creators of Real Housewives of
They're all gonna be
NASCAR.
like, my husband has enough money. I don't care.
Oh, believe me, some of them will want the attention.
Yeah, that's true. True.
Especially the girlfriends.
Ty Gibbs is gonna be like, can my monster girls be in this?
Yeah. They could be the openers.
I got a redhead, a blonde, and a brunette. Which one do you want?
Let's go! That'd be so funny, though. Because, yeah, Kyle Busch's wife would be perfect. I feel like Amy Earhart's probably too nice. Not that I think Kyle Busch's wife is mean, but...
Put her in there so she can cry all the time. You gotta have a crier, or else it's not fun.
We gotta find the catty bee of the group. Who's the catty bee? We gotta do the digging.
Just throw Jamie Little in there.
Chase Elliott. He's the most popular driver. Let's get his wife or whatever she is right now in there.
Him in.
It'll be the drama of them breaking up and getting back together. It's perfect.
Golly.
Let's go.
I don't know, because like the issue being a lot of them have kids. They're not going to kids.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it'd be so funny though because they don't have houses. They're all living in like camper trailer things every weekend. But I mean, they have a house, but that's not where they're at mostly. So it'd be funny. Anyway,
just put them on an island.
It would be good at an off-season show, maybe where they all are home.
Yeah, but then if they're all home, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I have my husband for 20 weeks in the year.
Yeah.
Now let me go to the secluded area.
Yeah.
With a bunch of catty women. I'm good."
Yeah, that might be fair.
Maybe a little bit, maybe a little bit.
Some of them would do it, but anyways.
Also, it would be fun to throw Josh Williams' wife in there because she's like a hippie girl. Just like throw her off.
Well, yeah, can't relate to anything she says.
she like thrifts and has a garden and
bakes her own bread, right? And stuff. Yeah.
And she does cooking videos on TikTok, and everybody would be like, "I have a personal chef. What do you mean?"
Yeah. Yeah, she'd be the one. They'd be like, "I just got a new breast implant," and she'd be like, "That's toxic."
I found a cast iron.
Yeah. Legit. No, I would watch that. Get her a show. Let's do it.
I watch her TikTok all the time. 10 out of 10. Her name is Trasia.
Trasia. Let's get Trasia a show.
She's 10 out of 10.
All right, let's get us sponsored, and then we'll worry about other people getting shows.
Trasia, hit us up.
We'll be your co-creators.
Anyway. I will include one cast iron for you, so you can always get a pan.
That's so funny.
Her tagline: get a pan.
Get a pan.
Because the limit of garlic does not exist. Okay, I'm done. They got rid of Vine. Now I just watch her all the time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cut all of our Vine clips, and that's gonna be our promo for this episode.
Yikes!
Is that a weed? See what Katie and Rae are up to on this episode. Free Shavocative on tonight's episode of for all 2 of our followers.
Hey, that's right somewhere. Oh, and also, thank you, Trent, for answering our question.
Yeah. Shout out to
Trent.
Our mandatory viewer for being the only one to answer a question. He went, well, we'll be in Miami this weekend, correct?
Sure.
I believe so, because he said yes. Trent
okay.
take, yes.
Trent take, yes. Call in. Phone a friend.
Yeah, I need to have him here for like instantaneous information that we have.
For real.
Like, what's so and so? He'll be like, yeah. No,
he's like, don't you know I'm trying to play my video game? Leave me alone.
Yeah. No, he's got one headphone off because he's trying to listen so that when I say something stupid, he can correct me.
Correction.
Guaranteed. Because every time he said, yup. Every time I put out an episode, he's like, I'm not trying to nitpick you, but this was wrong. Yeah.
So funny.
No, I only know we're in Miami, and I was unsure for sure, but I only know we're doing that because of the driver peoples doing
Mm,
all the
hmm.
media stuff.
I
So it'll
have
be Cindric and Hosevar are going to be in the pit doing the
heck yeah,
pits.
cool. Also, funny stuff today. Watching the race, AJ was making fun of people as he does. Um, while I'm watching the race because he likes to be obnoxious while I'm trying to enjoy my thing, you know? And he
Mm-hmm.
goes,
Yep.
"That dude's name is Almendinger? That's so stupid." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, his name is AJ." Dude, the look on his face, phew.
Oh.
I was like, "Call him
My
the
bad.
dinger." And he goes, "Oh."
That's what Trick
So
would
mad.
do.
I was like, "Wrecked." Ripped.
Rip. We've got to make shirts or something that just say pop off and one that says rip.
Just our faces, a speech
Yeah,
bubble.
rip.
Rip.
Rip. Pop off, queen. Pop off, do your thing.
That's
Trent
so
noticed that.
funny.
He's like, y'all say pop off or 10 out of 10 a lot. I'm like,
Not bad.
put it on a shirt. Let's go. But
10
yeah.
out of 10. You know what,
10 out of
Trent?
10.
Pop off.
Pop off, Trent.
Pop off with your opinion.
Oh, that's funny.
Yikesers.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Miami will be fun. If not for the race for the insane day they're going to have during the. Is it the Chuck and Xfinity they're doing the driver media peoples? Just Chuck.
10 out of 10.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that'll be funny. It's always funny.
not 10 out of 10. That's
Do not pop off.
right. Do not pop off.
That's the opposite of pop off. Anyways.
Deflate on? I don't know. Pop. What would
Anyway,
be?
we're unhinged
Inflate?
tonight.
Inflate on? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. But
Rift.
hopefully. I just want to see some more drama. Everybody's being too reserved. I don't know if it's because
Ow!
it's so early in the season or people are
I need
trying
a
to not
fight.
get penalties. Yeah, where's a fight, man?
Somebody punched somebody for crying out loud.
Yeah, I
Golly
know.
gee
Like
wilkers.
Ricky
Recky
Stanicki and
Spinhouse.
Noah Gregson were having a little bit of Twitter tea,
Hey,
but then
he is known for punching people.
they stopped. I was like, come on, fight each other.
Fair
Like poking with the stick. Like, come on. Do something.
Attack! Rough.
Anyway. Maybe somebody will 10 out of 10 pop off next week for us and we'll have some info. I am going to look into the Chase Elliott thing
Please do.
and
We love
report
tea.
back. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
But anyways, that was episode what? 5? I
Yes.
think it was 5. Wow, look at us.
Pop off. 10 out of 10.
That's what I'm going to title this episode. Pop off.
Please do. This is a 10 out of 10 pop off episode. Coming your way.
If we ever are able to make any profit off the show, I'm gonna buy the full version of this recording app.
Happy sponsor.
And yeah, Poppy, pop off with Poppy. Let's go. And I'm gonna make our own media sound that I can just press the button and it'll be like pop off, pop off. Or like a graphic, just be like 10 out of 10. Yeah, but anyways, we'll be back. We'll 10 out of 10 be back next week in Miami.
We're definitely gonna pop off. Hey, it's Miami. They're gonna be popping off.
Dude,
whoa.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Surefire.
Hopefully we'll have decent weather. I feel like we're about due for a big old rain delay day. We've had too many good days
Friday.
in a row. I feel like.
But lies. We have a big old rain delay
Okay,
Friday.
for a cup day. Yeah.
Well, the weather better not pop off, actually. Out on that, Chief.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
all right.
Anyways. Thanks for listening or watching or both, and
hopefully
smash that subscribe button.
Made sense at all.
This is probably our rantiest rant of
definitely our gabbiest
of the season of our season 1.
Oh wow, that's crazy to think about. Holy bonkers.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Will we make it to season 2? Stay tuned and find out.
10 out of 10 of probability.
Will we pop off to a season 2?
Oh my god. Make it stop.
And then Trent's face is just like, I'm about to go upstairs.
How about things? Anyway. Alright. Well, I have Vines to watch, so.
Yeah.